Hello. Good evening or good night, good morning. Are you suffering with mental health? Without mental health, if are you someone who's suffering from mental health issues, or they've had mental health issues in the past? If you've had mental health issues in the past and I'm talking about the mental health, different varieties, but I'm talking depression, more like anxiety, depression, that kind of thing, that's held you back from sort of manifesting or living your life the way you want. If you are that person, then it's you that I'm talking to. My name is Collins, and Collins Gogo. I live in London, and I've been meaning to do a video just to and to encourage people just to speak about my experience with mental health, because I've had a very poignant experience with mental health, and it's really humbled me in a way that I feel I need to now begin to give back, in any way, shape, or form. I don't think you have to have a master degree in knowing something before you can actually begin to practically be involved with the community. And thankfully we have YouTube, which has created an amazing platform for us to be able to, each and every person able to express themselves and share their stories and inspire others in the process of doing that. Doing that. So it's just a normal, natural thing. It's not a big deal. It's not nothing to get famous on. But anyway, the main. I was just gonna keep the talk to half an hour, so I'm not gonna bore you guys at all. But my story will be very interesting to you, I'm sure. I'll have to start from the beginning, and I will be putting out videos weekly. And just look out for videos if you're into finding inspiration or finding liberation for your mental suffering. This could be a positive avenue for you to sort of tap into that positivity, find an exit out of your situation. Because when you're in a mental health situation, particularly what I went through was depression. When you're in that state, you are there is a kind of a loop. It's a hopeless loop. You don't see the end of it. You don't feel it will ever come to an end. You don't feel there will ever be hope, and it's really strange. And it blocks you out from the reality, and it keeps you in this cocoon where you are told all these lies about yourself, and you are fed these lies, and you are believing the lies, and you are, for that reason, not having the motivation to want to move forward to do anything with yourself, because you are believing the lies so much that nobody else can say anything else that would make sense, or nothing else around you that has made sense before would make sense now, because now you have a blockage. And that's quite a physical blockage. I mean, we all have blockages that we clear. Our subconscious blockage is a natural blockage for all of us. But these are, I'm talking about blockage in your conscious, because now when you are depressed, you're not consciously functioning most of the times. You are in the state of depression. You're in the state of abnormality. You're not doing what you do normally, and you're not realizing that it's affecting you in the way that's affecting you, until it gets you to the point where you can't really do anything about it anymore. It's too late. Or maybe it's never too late in your life, but then you say it's too late. Saying people commit suicide and people do things like that as a result of being acutely depressed and not being able to find a solution or hope, would bring them to that place of taking their own lives. And I tell you, someone taking their life is a very I must imagine to be a very difficult thing. Someone to do it, it must be a very powerful experience they've had, or whatever has happened to them must have been very strong. And it's happened to me. So and most of us have had this experience of being depressed, and it can be triggered. Depression can be triggered from anything, really. Let me start from the beginning. Depression, of the thing, is one state of mental health issues that you can have. It's just one type of mental health issues you can have. There are several mental health in the spectrum of having a good mental health, and to with that of which you're not functionable. You don't have any. You don't have any ability to be able to say what they call you lose your ability to be able to make your own choice, or make your own choice for yourself. So you're not able to decide for yourself. You're not able to use to reason, basically. So someone else has to reason for you. So people with a more acute state of mental health issues will probably be in that phase. But I'm talking mental health issues that has happened to a normal person, and that's been triggered by as a result of being in a bad situation, or having a trauma in your life. Something happened, someone passed away, or you had an accident, or you lost a job that was very important, or something like that, or you lost money from investments, or whatever you were doing, or something that's happened to your system that has really shocked you, and it's taken you to a place where you're now in darkness, basically. and it's refusing to let you out of this place. So now it's slowly now rewinding your life and taking you back, even worse than where you're coming from. So it's taking everything away from you slowly, very slowly. It's dangerous. It's dangerous pandemic disease. We call it a disease because depression happens to every one of us at some point of our lives. We all, each and every one of us would have, so we have the opportunity to experience it. Would have the experience of it. Whether you recognize that you're being depressed or not, you will go through the state of depression and you will come out the other way if you are lucky. And if you recognize that you're depressed and you're able to do something about it, if it goes on for too long, you eventually will recognize, or somebody else will tell you if you don't recognize it. But if you recognize it and you're able to do something about it, then bravo, and that's one of that's strength, and that strength should, by now, if you're watching this video and you've overcome your depression state, and you're functioning now better than before, or functioning better than you did, and you were in the state, you're no longer depressed. Basically, you have achieved something quite huge there, because what you've achieved, you may not realize that you've survived something that is life. It's life changing. If you survive it, you ever make it on the other side, you ever become a grounded person, someone that has learned to be humble, to be humility. You've learned the lessons of life, and you've been broken by life, and now you have kindness in you. You have appreciation and value for things you don't value before. That's what I would expect a person to have really come out the other side well. Now, if you come out the other side and you're still carrying on, maybe being obnoxious or being absent-minded as you were before, if you were that person before, because sometimes we go through depression as a result of, and it causes the shock of depression could be such a big, it can have a big impact when we have no idea of what it is and what it's capable of doing to us. So we are really shocked and taken by the impact, that sometimes the impact will be so strong that it doesn't allow us to come out of it, to survive it. So, or it takes a long time. It takes some time. Some people have to go for therapy to come out of it. Some people have to go through, some medication. Some people have to go through some serious. Some people are not even out. They're managing. They're coming in. They're going out. They're coming in. They're going out, and things like that. And it's for me. I think whichever state you're in that phase of having that state of depression, where it comes and it goes. It's not your normality, but it comes and it goes, and it really holds you back from really moving forward and doing things that you want to do. It's very, 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 very self-managing, and I'm saying that again because you may think I'm talking rubbish or nonsense, because you're the one experiencing the situation, the pain and the darkness that causes you will not even allow you to listen to anyone that's waffling or saying something. But what I'm trying to say is, you have the ability to heal, to change yourself. Is the ability to do that is inside of you. You are the only one that holds the key to release yourself from the situation you're in. But it's not going to be as simple as you just releasing yourself, obviously, because you're the one in that state. It's about your environment. It's about what you associate yourself with. It's about what's impacting you, what is triggering your depression. Is it a person that is triggering depression? Is it someone doing something to you, putting you down? Is it a relationship? Is it work? Is it stressing you out? It's whatever the thing is. You could begin to deal with that thing and see that thing as your main aim and focus of change. You need to change that situation or that state you're in, so for your situation to be able to change. Now, if your depression comes as a result of, maybe it's hereditary, you just get depressed for no reason, and that happens. I mean, once you become depressed for whatever reason, you're triggered into depression, it becomes a regular thing in your life that you recognize. Once you have it once, it never leaves you. I believe so, and it's for you to manage it basically. And all I'm trying to do here is just share with you, just empower you to say, you have the ability, you have the power and the ability within yourself to pull yourself out of the situation you're in. You have the power within yourself to be able to rewire and reprogram your reality to give you the release and the boost that you need. Because the thing that keeps you depressed could equally be the thing that shoots you into a much better state, into a state of success and abundance. It could be into a state of happiness, or whatever it is you're pursuing. That same force can be reversed and can be used to raise and prepare yourself to meeting your goals. It's just knowing how to begin to convert that very dark energy into becoming something that will become a force or a light force, and it will speed you out of that darkness into light. And I believe that because I have put that into practice. I'm not saying I'm perfect, and I know, no, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is when I was depressed, it was very, very, very severe for me. I remembered 6 months into it, I realized it's like I had a clock moment, a light bulb moment. Thing, you're depressed. I realized instantly. I would turn the lights off in the bedroom. I would sleep in the total darkness for hours and days and days and days. I wouldn't even like the standby lights on my television in the bedroom. I would not even want to see that light on. I just wanted to block out reality on life outside the world. The house was a mess. It was just waking up, eating in the same place and sleeping in the same place. It was like living in your hell. It's like, I don't know how to explain it. You have no interest to want to do anything. You don't have any. Just want to wash. You don't even just want to. You don't feel like doing anything at all. But just being left alone. Just sleep. Sleep is a big escape because you use sleep to release yourself from the worries. You use sleep to come out of the state of pain that depression puts you in. So sleep is an escape, and it also drives people into other habits too, that they find it releases them. So the smoking, the drinking, the drugs, the alcohol, whatever it is, you begin to find something to give you instant serotonin happiness. Now that's dangerous. That's very dangerous. I must tell you that if you're using that as a survival mechanism, I would say I would really begin to think. Not that it's dangerous, because if you create another habit, if you develop a habit that is just as dilapidating as the habit that you're trying to, as the situation you're trying to come out of, then you're creating another demon for you to fight when you come out of the situation. That makes sense. So I will not use any substance or anything to find the temporary happiness. I will deal with the situation, and it will take a lot of strength, and the strength you may not have. But that's why this video is out there. This video is out to encourage you, saying there's a reason why you're seeing this video at the time you're seeing this video. There's a reason why you're listening to me. There's a reason why I'm saying what I'm saying to you. There's a reason why you're still watching, and that reason is trying to release you. There's something trying to come out from me to you that's trying to tell you something important that you need to find, to use as strength, as a pole, as a holder to pull yourself out. I'm bringing that hope to you because something is trying definitely to keep you here, and something wants you to survive and come out of the situation you're in. And that's why you're watching me. That's why you're seeing me. I believe in divine connection. I believe that we're all divinely connected into this world, and Mother Nature will not support any life that is not valuable or useful. All life is valuable and useful. Even when the lives are destructive, it's still valuable. So it gives them time. It gives people time to be able to come out to change, basically. And where they don't change at all, then we all know what happens in the very end. We all watch the movies and we've seen it all. But I believe that she will not, Mother Nature will not have all this love that she gives us with the gravity and the oxygen and all the nutrients and everything that is in the world that keeps us alive. And she just stays floating and just protecting us with the gas and the gas and the clouds and everything from the hazards of space and all that love she's giving us for the sake of nothing. She's doing that because the life she has within us is precious, it's important to her. It's important that she keeps them alive, keeps us alive. So you are alive to be able to help another life to find value for themselves. So we can begin to create a chain reaction where there's value going round each and every value being passed on, and that value being passed on will create a much better reality for all of us. Because then if everyone starts to operate or function in the potential of good, from the aspect of good, from the place of giving back, from the place of understanding that we are here to affect each other, we are here to meet each other. If we all start begin to function that way, society will be much better. There will be less crime, there will be more love, there will be you just think of it. So you are important, and it's also important that you survive what you're going through right now. And it's important that pain that comes to you, it would end. There is definitely an end for it. It doesn't last forever, but it makes you feel like there is no way you can come out of it. There's no way you can change. That's a lie. That's the lie of the devil. And that can change in an instant. It could stop. The whole thing could stop in 1 minute. You just need the right source of information, or the right source to feed good energy into yourself. And that good energy would instantaneously push the bad one, the bad one away. It's just like when you come into a room and it's dark and you turn the light on. The power of light. The power of light is so powerful that when light comes, darkness has to flee. Darkness has to leave. There is no option. There's no, oh, darkness is too strong this time. Light cannot handle it. If no such, the light PVAs and light always win the fight with darkness, always. So see yourself that way. If you are a good person inside, if you believe you have some goodness in you that you can feel you deserve to live, everyone else decides to live, and you're learning something from your experience, because that could be why you're going through it as well. It could be that you are important and you need to learn something from it. So pay attention to what is changing in you. Pay attention to what is making you feel, what you are puzzled by the most in that state of mind. What makes you stop and begin to think? What do you question the most in your state, in this whole experience? What's causing you to question your situation? If you're questioning it at all, you should be questioning, like, what's happening to me? Why am I feeling like this? Why? So is that how this thing is? Or is that, what's am I going through? All that surprise, new learning is coming to you for you to be able to now have a fuller understanding. So that's weaving the map of the tapestry that you are painting of what you are becoming. So you're becoming a full primed fledged adult now. That now not only if gain the knowledge from learning, from education and from life experiences, but now you're gaining a deeper experience as you're going through personal. So this is a personal experience you are going through, a deep one. It's not in the physical, it's mental, of course. So you are experiencing something that is quite unique, but that thing is happening to you also. Same way that other things happen to you in the world that has taught you something, this is also coming to teach you something as well. It's coming to make you a better and bigger person. You have to understand that if you're not important, you will not survive this long. If you survive this long, then there is a reason why you've been kept here, and there is a reason why you are living and you are still alive, because you are important. And sometimes people that are depressed and are staying in depressed states and find it very helpless, find themselves powerless to escape or to come out of that situation. They are the ones that are more the calling ones, the ones that are being called to do something, the ones that are being called to do something important, the ones that are being called with a gift, they have something that's unique to them that the world needs. So they're being chastised and being trained basically by nature, by life. Special training that will allow you to be able to access the part of your mind, of yourself, that would allow you to be able to be yourself, the higher person that you're supposed to be after your experience, of course. So you're supposed to be changing through what you're going through, and just see it as that. See it as a place of, the valley is a place of learning. You're going to learn. It's painful to be depressed, and when you have kids and when you have families, it can affect your relationship with everybody else around you. So it's vital you have positive network around you. If your network around you is not positive, you need to find a way to educate them. Show them this video maybe. Find other mediums on YouTube, positive mediums that would feed into a depressed state of mind. There are many materials. Many people, even psychotherapists and therapists and some psychologists have spoken about depression on this platform, on YouTube, for free. You can access those materials if you just type in whatever causes depression, or change your state of mind, change your depression, depressed. Just type in anything that surrounds depression. You get loads of related materials that you can just store. Some of them are actually quite powerful. I must tell you, some of them are binary tone music that would help you begin to reprogram your state of mind, your subconscious, that will to help you find the elements of strength and the hope. And you'll be surprised. Binary technology, binary music does work. It is life changing if you really do understand what exactly sits behind the science of it. Do your research into binary music, and use that as a starting point. So we need to see there's really truth in anything that I'm saying to you. And I promise you, you will have a different experience when you start to begin to reach out for positive things. So positive people that talk you down, don't go around them. When you're prone to depression, don't entertain anyone around you that doesn't encourage you. Don't entertain anything that pushes you, anything that you do not. If it's a job that you don't like the job, you start beginning to change. It's better you are jobless, and you know you're looking for something that is more suitable than you are not, and you are working and you hate your job. You're making money, but you cannot stand what you're doing. So I think it's a waste of life. You only have one life to live. You don't want to live that one life having regrets and having anger and pain and just enduring. You're enduring and wasting your youth. And by the time you stop enduring, you start beginning to relax and live. You'd have been in a state that you cannot do some things you're meant to be doing to enjoy your life anymore. You would have gone past your prime, and then you would have lost out on all the things that you meant to have experienced in your prime. So see your youth as your life as a very important one chance to maybe make an imprint, and accept yourself no matter what it is that's causing you depression. Accept if it's something that is spurned within you, if something that is about yourself, about your physical self, or yourself in general, that you do not like or you do not appreciate. Start beginning to understand that this is the only one you have. Only one life, only one body, only one mind, only one everything. You don't have a second. There's no chance for you to be able to make a refund or do an exchange. So it's important you accept your flaws and your holes. And not only do you accept that, you know what, this is who I am. If you don't like it, that's the door. Don't let anything or anyone put you secondary. Nothing should put you second. Nothing. I mean, you come first. You always should come first. To yourself, to everyone in the world, because from you, everything comes out. From you, you're able to give goodness. You're able to be kind. You're able to be supportive. You're able to teach. You're able to whatever is good that you want to do in your life comes from within you. So if you don't have the value from within yourself, then what are you giving out to the world, or what are you giving out to anybody? So you must find that comfort within yourself. Whatever is troubling you, come to terms with it. If it's someone that's troubling you, move away from them. Begin to think of how you can speak to somebody else if you can't speak to the person himself, somebody else about your concerns, and find a way to apply yourself out to that situation, because that cannot be a state that is good for anyone to develop. So clearly, your state of depression could be as a result of declining, as you know, being with that person, or being in that environment that's not working for you. So you always know where your the source of your depression is coming from. You will always know what's causing it, what's making you feel that depressed, and even if it comes and goes periodically, you will also be able to tell what is triggering the depression that comes in and going periodically, and use that trigger. Pick that trigger and really focus on it, and really think, what can I do to overcome this trigger? If it's something that if it's someone, then easy, stay away. That is not a good mix for you. If it's you, or if it's something that's coming from you, of a situation in your life, then you change the situation. If it's a job, begin to think of finding a new, something that's more fulfilling. Then I bet you, nature is probably calling you, universe is probably calling you into a different reality because of the situation you're in now. So you're in a depressed state because you're supposed to be now beginning to be transiting from that state into a different state. So you are being called to something else, and see your state that you're in now as that. That's the meaning of what's happening to you. So it's not always a negative. Sometimes we have to go into that state to be able to understand that we need to change our mindset. We need to change something in our life to be able to move into the next phase, which would then give us the satisfaction and the happiness we're looking for. And I hope that makes sense. It's been very, very free-minded, freely conversed. I feel like I've conveyed my message to you unstructuredly. I've not written any notes or anything. I didn't feel I needed to, and I also speak very fast, which it doesn't always help when people are not in front of me, because then if they can't hear me. So if you have any questions, or you'd like to talk to me more about anything that I've said today that I make it, just know that all my videos will always be encouraging and empowering mental health, and be helping people that are struggling with mental health to find a level to find hope, and to find a place where they can begin to heal themselves, and where they can understand that they could begin to think differently from what is coming to them every day. So if you're feeding yourself with positive materials every day, something that is alerting you, that is teaching you, that is waking you up, then imagine you're going to get better in time, incrementally, as you're watching, as you're being influenced by that positivity. That positivity begins to influence you. If you are constantly around the thing that makes you depressed and constantly around the thing that doesn't really have any impact in you, and you're still there and expecting the change to happen, then it's not going to happen that way. So something as simple as this video could help you begin to think outside the box, and sometimes that's all you need to be able to start the healing you in depressed state. So I really do hope that I've made sense. I really do hope that I've touched some parts of you that's being to make you feel you now need to go into a new research of finding materials that could be positive, that could help you to heal your situation. I've got very few videos. This is the first of many that's to come. I'll be putting videos out every week, and I'll say if you are interested, please subscribe, as they say, and watch my videos. And I'm sure they'll get better over time as well. I'll begin to be more direct with my approach. I'm sure my next approach I'll be more direct with what the subject I'll be talking about will be, and I will have used feedback from this video to improve on those as well. So whatever you say, whatever you want feedback, fantastic. I'm grateful to YouTube for allowing us the platform to be able to converse and meet like this, and I really do hope that your state starts to change from hearing this message, and as full and impact and infused with positivity coming from me. I hope that it affects you and you begin to find your own solace and find hope to begin to plow yourself out at the beginning of your situation. And trust me, you will feel good when you begin to come out of it. You will feel so good, and the hope will give you so much strength to do amazing things. So see it as a blessing in disguise. And my name is Collins again, and subscribe please if you like, and look at my other videos to come. I really do appreciate the time you've taken to watch, and I just say half an hour, so I'm tired myself, and I'm grateful for allowing me to express myself. And if you don't understand what I'm saying because I'm speaking fast, please do say that too in your feedback, so I can use that to give myself some elocution classes or lessons, so I can better my conversations with you. But I am good as my heart. It's all green and blue here. I have no intention to be misconceived or to be misconceived. I really hope that positivity is coming from me to you, and I do say you are important, and I feel deeply inside of me connected to whoever is watching this video, and I know that my life purpose is to help and support other lives to be able to find their way in this mystery of the world we're in. So I believe I'm in the right place. If you're going for something and you feel relate to what I'm saying, then I'm in the right place, and then you're the right person for me to affect, and I want to affect you positively because I only have positive energy in me. And I do hope that you see more materials, and I hope to see you to hear that you are also improving in your own life. If you do, please do leave a message. That way, so I can be encouraged also. I really appreciate the time, and thank you very much. And I'll say good night or good morning, whatever time it is you're seeing this video. And I will see you in the next video, or my next, or talk to you, or entertain, or I'll be able to meet again on the platform on the next recording I have. So I hope you stay tuned and you subscribe, so maybe we could be teaching each other something. You could teach me how to speak slowly and more clearly, and then we could converse and we can exchange positivity, and then maybe that could help in the growth process as well. So I'm grateful either way. Thank you very much. So good day, good night, and yeah, see you in the next video. Thank you.